Hey everybody, Mr. Dustin here, and I hope that you're doing well today. What you see next to me is a scale model of a segment of Noah's Ark. It's something that I thought would be interesting to take some time and build and try to visualize. How did this thing work? How big was it? And of course it has upper, middle, and lower decks. The other part, if you stretched it out, it would be 15 feet long. It is built at a 1/30 scale. And what I think is also neat, these little animals that you see in here. There are some cows, there's some sheep, and over on the bottom there's some pigs. Those are at a 1/32 scale. So they're very, very similar scales. So it helps to get an idea of how big the animals would have been within the ark. And it just takes a minute to say, you know, there's 6 sheep here. And look how little space that they take up. And then these are bigger animals, the big cows, and then over there that we have the pigs. How many animals would have fit in the ark with a little bit of planning and a little bit of design and pen work and so forth? The other thing that's really cool about this, it comes apart. So what I'm going to do, I want to take it apart and I want to show you how does it go together. So it's all apart, and as we begin, it's important to know that there's an A side and a B side, and they're labeled A and B. And then each piece that this is the decks is labeled with which deck. This is 1, so it's the bottom, and it's on the B side. It's labeled 1B. So as we go to assemble it, look for the B, and remember this is the first deck. So start with it, angle it this way, slide it in, put it in between, let it drop down. Then we have 1A. Slide it in between, let it drop down. Now, the supports for each side. There's going to be a short one and a long one. You can see they're not that much different. The short ones go on the bottom, the long ones go on the top. They are also numbered. You'll see on the inside here, this one is number 7. This one is number 8. Then you'll look at the corresponding slots and look for those numbers. So if I'm holding number 8, I'm going to look on the side of the ark and I'm going to see number 8. And then it will fit into a groove and plug right in. This one is number 3. These are number 3. Then I have the deck piece. This is my 2B side. Again, angle it, slide it in, drop it in place. I have number 7, goes on the 7 slot and the 4 slot. This piece fits a little bit differently because there's a door in the side of the ark, and you'll see on the inside here, you want to angle it this way. It will go under the door, fit in place, and then lay down. The top floor, the top deck, deck number 3, is a little bit different. So whenever you get up to the top, again, 3B, I have an A side and a B side. I'm on the B side. You want to put the deck in first, and you have to angle it this way. Slide it in, and then let it lay. Then the A side, angled this way. Slide it in, and let it lay. This is piece number 6, and I have piece number 1. The deck comes up. Piece number 1 goes in place. Piece number 6, and there it is. If you don't put them in that order, you cannot get the deck to fit inside. So that's an important piece of the puzzle. And then piece number 2, raise it up. Piece number 2, and piece number 5 is mounted in place. There it is. Then of course, Noah built a roof. There are these 4 pins. They're not sharp, don't worry. There's an A side. There are holes on the top. Line up the holes. Line up the holes. And then the B side. Again, line up the holes. Line up the holes. And of course, you put a door in the side. Once you have it all assembled, if you want to, you can put the animals in through the door, or you can just stage them. Again, how they fit in here is I I think, very impressive to me. Even the big cow will fit. Pigs, no problem. So again, this is a 1 foot long segment of an ark at a 1/30 scale. And if we stretched it out, it would be 15 feet long at this scale. Just thinking about how big this is and fits in 1 foot out of 15 feet, how many animals could you fit inside of the ark? So it's my hope that this is a good learning aid for the kids to get to be able to handle and put together and take apart, and also be able to see the animals. A cow is a pretty big animal relative to others. Think about, again, the sheep, the pig, the lambs. They're very small, comparatively speaking. A lot of animals would fit on the ark. And for me, this has really helped to just kind of see how big was the ark and how did all of this work? How did all the animals fit? It seems very realistic to me as I've looked at this. So I hope it's helpful, and I hope that the kids enjoy putting it together and assembling it. And of course, I'll be around to be able to help as well.